and welcome to this demonstration of my Swatch X Omega Moonswatch Speedmaster mission to Jupiter. So this is very much a Swatch, sold in Swatch stores at Swatch prices, £217 if you can manage to get to a boutique, which is the only place you can buy them currently, and they go for a bit more than that on the second-hand market. So yeah, it is a Swatch, but it takes the branding and the case shape entirely from the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch. So I'll just take this off so we can have a look. So Swatch owns Omega, which is why they can do that. How they got that collaboration going. So there are some slight differences between this and the Moonwatch in terms of the case, the main and the dial, in fact, because this is a quartz chronograph movement inside it, and therefore the chrono hands are not at 3, 6 and 9, they're at sort of 2, 6 and 10. And also the pushers are slightly different width from the crown because it's a different movement. And this isn't actually a case back. The case splits just under the bezel there, whereas obviously the real Speedmaster has got a separate case back, and this has just got a little battery hatch, which this one being Jupiter has got a picture of Jupiter on it. So I was thinking, what can I compare this to? And the only other analogue quartz chrono I've got, which is the original analogue quartz chrono, is the Seiko 7A28. So I'm just going to compare these two. So they've both got tenth of a second chronographs. So one of the dials is the minutes, one of the dials is the tenths of a second. The main second hand is the seconds for the chronograph, and then this sub-second hand, the 6 o'clock hand on both of them here, is the running seconds of the main time. So I'll just demonstrate first how the Moonswatch works, because it is a Moonswatch video. So you press the start button on the chrono, and the second hand starts ticking, and when it gets to a minute, the minute hand will increment as well. But then if you stop the watch, or the stopwatch, you'll notice that the tenth of the second hand moves to the tenth of the second that it was at when you stopped it. And if you start it again, it goes back to its resting position at 10. And again, if you stop it, it's whatever the measurement was when you stopped it. And then, of course, this bottom here to reset it. Whereas with the Seiko, as soon as you press start, that tenth of a second bit starts running. And you can, obviously that's going to waste the battery, and you can pause it, but unfortunately that pauses all of the hands of the chrono. And when you unpause it, they jump ahead to where they should be. I'll just give it a bit more time to give it a few seconds so you can see it jump forward a bit more obviously there. So there, it jumped forward to there. And then you stop it and reset. It's the same sort of setup. So actually, the Moonswatch, I think that's a better way of doing it, because you can see the running chronograph the whole time. Although you can't see the running tens of seconds, which is quite cool, but does waste a lot of battery. So yeah, score 1 to the Moonswatch there. So this Moonswatch has got what they call a bioceramic case, which is mostly a sort of ceramic powder with a bioplastic sort of resin matrix, and it does feel slightly different to a normal plastic watch like a Casio or something like that, or even the fibre shell, as they call it, of my Marathon. You know, it has got a slightly more matte and sort of more chalky feel to it, and less of a sort of resinous luster. So I do actually quite like it. Obviously the case on here is steel, and that's a good thing. Gives it a nice bit of heft, whereas this one is actually very lightweight, which I do like lightweight watches as well, so that's not a bad thing either. So a bit of a draw on the case, and my Velcro strap I just got attached to the background there. So that, yeah, speaking of which, that is the worst thing about the Moonswatch is the strap that they come on, this Velcro strap. I mean, it's kind of in keeping with the original Speedmasters worn by the astronauts with a Velcro strap, but it's just not very nicely done. And I do wonder about the longevity of this bioceramic link here, because it's quite brittle. So the first thing most people do is put it onto a separate strap. So, oops, I've ruined my background now, haven't I? So what do I think of this Moonswatch? Well, I do like the fact that there's so many different colours. I've gone for a more sober one, and I've wanted to watch this colour for a while. I nearly bought the Marathon in this colour, but when this came out I thought, oh yes, that's the one to have. So yeah, I do like them, I must admit. I think they're fun and funky, and they're actually quite versatile. You know, the best thing about, one of the best great things about the Speedmaster is the lovely case design, and they're quite versatile with lots of different straps. But that is another video, I think, the strap video. So look forward to that one. And obviously, the other thing is, you know, I do like my quartz Speedmasters. So this is my old original 1978, I think it is, LCD Speedmaster Professional. So yeah, I couldn't, when these came out, I could not have one really, could I? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and see you soon. Cheerio.